The path, which is futuristic, is the foreign path of expansion, an expansion of useless deceit. That path isn't the one we should be on, but who says? The path we should follow has fallen. The forest in all its originality. It's the age of the stars and speckles, dawns and dusks, the sunsets and sunrises of the past. Flowers run the bend that smell of heavenly comfort. All of these riverbanks with twisting rapids, swirling against the stones held inside, held beneath. The caves with trickling water, moss, and gems of grandeur like amethyst. Souls glowing through the lonely night. Stars in the sky bursting as an exploding mushroom. Fairies in and amongst the grass blades, clutching berries and ferns, and acorns and sand grains, beachy waters in the hidden gaze of clouds overhead. Nature's beauty is lost with new innovations, but the futuristic path is the fallen past. Flowers are birth, sunflowers are happy, mums are calm, wildflowers are wild, roses are friendship, tulips are sweet, daisies are simple, pansies are unique. Flowers are life, carnations are beauty, roses are love, orchids are elegance, anemones are handsome, dahlias are intricate, hyacinths are fun, zinnias are difficult, flowers are death, daffodils are soft, begonias are wise, lavenders are sleep, gladiolus are tired, delphinium are dusty, flowers are birth. Dreaming, dazzling, wondrous stars gleaming in the night sky. I wonder sometimes, do you see from the skies? Clouds dancing with the wind, waves crashing against my mind. I think I'm dying inside. I talk to things sometimes. Do you hear from the skies? Blood rushing in my veins, oxygen flooding my lungs. I think I love you inside. I talk to the moon sometimes. Do you cry in the night? Tears escaping your eyes, soul stolen from your rights. I think your heart stopped in sight. I told the stars about you. They think it's not right. It's not fair, you know. I'll never be one of your stars. Worse, I'll never be the one in your heart. The silver sphere in the night sky, for many centuries was a mystery, for many centuries was a symbol. Each phase represents something more. The silver sphere in the night sky symbolizes immortality, eternity, enlightenment, wisdom, intuition, reincarnation, birth, death. The silver sphere in the night sky is what we truly wish we could be. In time, some get to, but most of us have to wait our turns. Until the dawn falls to dusk and the moon rises and our time comes. But until then, I'll keep watching the silver sphere in the night sky come out every night.
Crystalline crescent, silver moon, shining in the night sky, midnight sky. This ethereal being, neither alive nor dead. But as always, there is no such thing as here. Child of the moon, I came to you, and deliver these poor souls, souls that perish in the tide that your father commands. Where is your mother? I miss her. Crystalline crescent, she is sent to us from that which perished in the tide. We are them, and they are us.
Giant jealous cloud of green, of trees not freed, is of she, chained down under the sea, but thine of greed will not let her breathe. He who weeps as a lie, as a joke, and every time she really chokes, because of thee, he of who is with that lust, and from that tongue there's broken trust. Words so vile from which he smiles, and all the trials which aren't worthwhile. The serpent cries for his repent kills her life. Oh, please, where is his grief?
This lady of beauty has an essence of heaven, wears a cloak of apple and pear, a haunting misty glow of magnolias round her. Her skin is frail as a flower, Perhaps a magnolia? This pretty corpse flows to the river, a lost soul, wanting to return home, but alas, cannot, for the river that flows through her veins has long since ceased. She is the forest, and the forest her, a ghost crying for love, a tempting return to life, a life she lost, a life she killed. But this aroma is lasting evidence of her presence. My, oh my, this lovely corpse, her name long forgotten within thine set notes of the poem. Her face in shock at what she heard, as she feels like a dying bird. The one of whom she loves, she thought wasn't unlike a dove. This man of truth, this man of lies, but this man in mind was of the awful kind. She loved him deep, and she loved him so, but in the end he had to go. So in spite, on this dreadful night, that man of fright slaughtered her with a fight, and left her in a painful sight. You are the light that I've been searching for forever, but the perpetual hell behind me stops it. Flashing, 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 it swallows me, forcing a surrender. I have no defender. I'm stuck in this blender. Come free and send her. But that's not me. The forest swallowed her, so now she's gone. Plants as hearts and souls of stone, water trickles in the under, caves down under. A foreseeable mistake of the presentable past. Clash, crash, what a past. Past? Dash, laugh, past, loss of a grasp in this clasp. Rhymes, times, and spoken in tongues, broken up blistered bastards fighting in black and abolished streets, crying, dying, worthless, lying in this frozen dusk with no coming dawn. Long, long, long this poem goes, far, far, far this home of glow. Down, 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 underneath the snow, oh no. Translations, relations, sensations, mutations, morals. Coral, oral, floral, keep, keen, went to Kent, Ohio, no, oh, how so. Seat, beat on this street, struggles of wonders, wandering above all hovering, wandering and all crumbling, gone. What is of thee who cry? Thine die each night as the bastards fight, whores and sluts alike all the same, boys and gangs always amidst the flame, their dances of smoke and dust, sad empty minds of soon-to-be corpses, their fate not unheard of, silent with the wind, blowing their souls across the skies and up into the air, never to return to their vessels again. And now we wonder, what is of them, but never what was of them.
What would you do if they left you? Whether that person is family, a close friend, a dating partner, the person who is very close to you. What would you do if the one voice, the one face, the one heart, one friend who held your whole world and mind together left? Whether it ended the relationship, died, or ghosted you, what would you do? How would you respond? I know what I'd do. I'd break. I'd die. My world would burn, and my heart would shatter. I'd have no purpose anymore. I'd be useless. My entire existence would amount to nothing. I'd lose it. My emotions would be lost. My heart would explode into a black, bloody mess. And my lungs would fill with air, and I'd cry smoky, blood-filled tears as my bones break. My memories would lapse when my fingertips turned black from frostbite. My hands would shake while my legs tremble, and I'd fall into a scary heap of sadness. But they wouldn't notice my inevitable death, because they're blind to feelings, blind to love and blind to hate.
The crown that burns has a pool of ash in it like an urn, but that copper has since then weathered, because why would it be made of gold, for there is no one for it to hold? A treasure of yet no one knows, to solid stone did its soul go, forever lost in memory, a picture in a scene amongst the withered. The unknown can only hold so much depth before it all comes to fruition. The heart can only take so much agony before it comes crashing down like a tidal wave. When you sleep, your mind falls into an empty, blackened abyss before letting you go to stir.
You don't realize your demeanor is inclined to think the worst of every affair, every tread, every fall. When you're deeply desolate, your wit will cascade into a series of fantasies, and your feelings turn into deep emotions of grandeur delusions. You can never be fully satisfied, because those who are smug get their joviality by obtaining newfound greed. You are entitled to your misery and fatigue. You deserve more than life.
I didn't plan my downfall. No one did. It happened because I'm human. It happened because I let myself be vulnerable to everything. I let it get to me. It took a part of me and twisted it. Made it sad, made it hard, made it cold, made it hurt, made it die, made me die. My downfall broke the glass, broke that emotional mental barrier, and killed me. I will never recover. When the negative becomes the norm, it's probably time to inform. Someone you know, someone you trust, someone you feel is okay to discuss. There is a storm who tells you to conform, and in the storm you fight the swarm of hate and pain, of restless hurt. You can't hide the endless rain in your brain. There's a stain of what had done and what is run.
Feelings are stupid. They are so incredibly stupid, but they are also so fantastically lovely. They can be wonderful fantasies, make you feel as if you were dancing in a meadow full of daffodils. But then again, they can be tearful tricksters, making your life miserable and painful with every step you take. Feelings of love can be happy and sad. Feelings of empathy can be good and bad. Feelings of emptiness can be positive and negative. Feelings are stupid. Why should we possess such powers that could build us up and tear us down just as fast as before? Time and time again, the pain never heals. No matter how hard we try, it never works, but always fails. How much pain must we endure before it's over? How many deaths will we face before we're gone forever? Feelings are stupid.
With an honor of whom I have met, a soul so alike, so aligned with one of which I own. So kind, yet is one of which I know is hurt too. But so am I, which of I mutter with regret. This friend of mine is homey too, and which whom I laugh with. She is one of beauty and perhaps one of stardom, a one of which I love.
Cold, cold air stills my lungs. It isn't fair, they're without air of warmth and hugs. My lonely life feels a tug. In my heart and in my mind, silence fills this void tonight. Snow cracks while tree branches snap. Sharp blue, clear swords of ice never cease to please my eyes. Cold, cold air will be, forever that will be a freeze. My heart is one of thou, will love the snowy winter sound.
The poison in my veins is through, I cannot unfeel it. The water drowns all sense of life in me. What sustains life can end one too. The bullet flies through the air and pierces my skull. My heart skips and I fall. I fall and cannot get up again. I stay down in a pool of my own blood, and as I choke, the clock strikes midnight. All of these aches and all of these pains, where is my cleansing rain? So few truths, but so many lies. Is this what I've left behind? Generation new, generation old, it always gets so cold. Will I live to see such a belief? Thy water freeze like ice will seize. My lungs collapse as my mind relapse. My heart fails as my eyes trail. My legs tremble as my arms disassemble. My bones snap as my back cracks. My spleen bleeds as my stomach is freed. Why are others' minds filled with greed? Will we ever see? No, it's just me.
Imagine yourself floating in an empty abyss, the void. Death is that void, and the void is death. But the void is also rebirth. The void is also self-reflection. The void is also breathing. The void is also healing. Death is scary, but it doesn't have to be. When you understand that the void you are dwelling in will always be there to help, then you'll realize that even the void of emptiness can be filled and full. Just like a hole in your heart, a void, a voice. A voice waiting to appear in your life and fill that void deep in your soul.
I wish I was innocent like a child, blind to the pain and suffering this world has inflicted upon me since before my teen years. I wish I was innocent like a child, oblivious to the sad, painful truth and regretful feelings and lies. My obnoxious mind wishes it was obedient and honest and calm, but the corruption my brain is struggling to process, it kills my soul like a high note to a crystal glass. And the tears, I wish I could cry to them, although I can't, because I'm afraid they'll mock my face and name until I'm dead. And the actions of a knife and a rope may not let me go. I cannot breathe anymore. She wants me to stay, but how can I when she stabs me without intention? Most eyes aren't meant to stare at this corpse. This corpse I still dare to drag around them as if I still am relevant to all. Why don't they see my beauty as bloody? My eyes don't seem to deceive me. But yet I decompose in the mirror every day and every night, every hour and every second, every sob and every stab. I see nothing there for me. What do they see in me? I see a bridge and my reflection falling from it, except there isn't a mirror around. So watch as I dive into the water, and watch the ocean blue turn gorgeous cruel.
I don't want to do it again. It'll mark me. I don't want to do it now. It'll hurt me. I don't want to do that. It'll label me. I don't want to stop. It'll change me. I don't want to die. It'll drown me. I don't like this. It'll kill me. I didn't do it. I lost myself. I should have done it.
As I take a breath, the inhale seems incomplete, almost as if the sole purpose of breathing was lost. Or maybe my soul was lost. If so, then why is there heavy breathing?